Hello, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. This video will give you 5 tips and a bonus tip about the Unit 6 Principles of Management External Assessment. It will give you more insight on the assessment and also what the examiners are looking for. Now, prior to watching this video, or maybe afterwards, hopefully you've checked this out. This video will give you information on how to structure the report. Do ensure you've subscribed and click that notification bell as I upload regularly, and you'll be aware of when future videos have been posted. If you'd like a Unit 7 business decision making video or videos on the structure of the report and the presentation for Unit 7, then do put a number 7 in the comments below, and if we get quite a few, I will definitely add it to my list and release that video. Now back to Unit 6. Just some information about the assessment, because when I'm going through the tips, I do make reference to it in part. So it's externally assessed. It's a 3-hour assessment. There are 88 marks available. The unit consists of Part A and Part B, and you will need to show that you understand the factors influencing management and performance of the workforce, and that you can apply them in the workplace. Now, amongst other things, you'll be required to apply management theory and principles to your answer and give recommendations. So Part A, that's where you're issued with a case study, and it's released before Part B, which allows you time to prepare. So during this pre-release time, you should spend approximately 6 hours preparing for Part B. The tips on the video will very much focus on Part B. Part B is your 3-hour test. You're not permitted to take in any notes into the assessment. You must work independently. It includes Activity 1 and Activity 2. Activity 1 is the report, and Activity 2 is a presentation with speaker notes. Here are some tips on what you should know before you sit the Unit 6 assessment. Tip number 1. Business goals depend on the case study. Here are some examples of business goals in general. They differ for each case study. It's very important that you are aware of the business goals within the case study. This is overlooked by some students, and thus they lose out on marks. When reading through the case study, you'll see information on business goals. You need to ensure that you underline the business goals in the case study and make reference to them in Activity 1 and Activity 2. Tip number 2. You need to ensure your report, Activity 1, and your presentation, Activity 2, are very much linked to the case study. You should give clear links to the case study where relevant, and your answers should be in context. Those that want to achieve the higher mark bands use the case study well, and references are sustained and frequent throughout their report and their presentation. Tip number 3. As you know, you'll be required to complete a report and a presentation. Now, they're both worth 44 marks. So you need to spend an equal amount of time on the presentation and the report. But many students spend more time on the report than the presentation, and they tend to rush through the presentation, which is Activity 2. Yet they have the same weighting. They're both worth 44 marks. So you need to make sure that you spend an hour and a half on the report and an hour and a half on the presentation. Tip number 4. Use headings and subheadings in your report and presentation. It'll help you structure your work and also show the examiner the direction that you're taking. You should provide logical structures to both the report and the presentation, including an introduction and a conclusion. For Activity 2, the presentation, you should also ensure that you include speaker notes. If you don't, you will lose out on marks. Tip number 5. In the Unit 6 assessment, you'll be required to include recommendations. The recommendations you make should be clearly in context to the scenario, linked to the specific business goals, and it should be balanced and justified. They must refer to the context. Ensure you don't just list your recommendations. You must state why you selected your recommendation and why you think it's suitable. And here's your bonus tip. You should use a range of key management principles. You should be able to identify them within the context of the case study, and you should be able to link them to the business goals. Here are some examples of some of the key management principles, but there are more. Thank you for watching this video, and good luck with your studies.